At 9:37 p.m., the alarm in room 240 went off. Cardiorespiratory arrest. We ran with the emergency cart, began the resuscitation protocol. 15 minutes of attempts. We couldn't bring the patient back. Time of death, 9:52 p.m. I returned to Henrique's room with trembling hands. He was awake, staring at the ceiling, with tears running down the corners of his eyes. "I warned you," he whispered. "All 180 times I warned you. No one ever believed me." The next day, something changed. Henrique woke up different. He looked at the calendar on the wall and began to cry. But this time, they were tears of relief. "Finally, it's Wednesday," he said, his voice choked. "Finally, it's over." Since that death in room 240, Henrique never predicted anything again, never asked what day it was again, never lived in the loop again. It was as if that patient's death had been the key that locked the door of time, as if the universe had needed that sacrifice to free Henrique from his temporal prison. Room 237, where Henrique spent 6 months, was renovated last month. During the renovation, the workers found something strange behind the electrical panel. An antique pocket watch from 1947, completely stopped. The hands marked exactly 9:37 p.m., the same time as the death in room 240. The watch had been there for decades, hidden in the building's structure, as if waiting for someone who could see beyond linear time. Henrique was discharged 3 weeks later. He doesn't remember the 6 months of the loop. For him, they were just a few confusing days of post-stroke recovery. But I remember. I remember every prediction, every ignored warning, that last desperate attempt to save someone in room 240. Sometimes, when I pass through the empty corridor where room 237 used to be, I feel a chill, as if time there is still a little crooked, a little off-axis, as if Tuesday, March 14th, is still happening in some parallel dimension, with a Henrique trapped, living the same day infinitely, trying to warn nurses who never believe him. And I wonder, how many people around us are living their own loops? How many warnings do we ignore every day because they don't make sense within our linear understanding of time? How many deaths could be avoided if we only believed in the impossible? The 1947 watch is kept in my locker, still marking 9:37 p.m. Still stopped at the exact moment when someone in room 240 needed to be saved. I look at it every day before my shift, and I remember to always believe when a patient says they know something impossible, because sometimes the impossible is just something we haven't learned to explain yet.